Hello, hello. If you're wondering if I found my glasses, the answer is no. The answer is I started stream without them, and I don't know where they are. Now, I do have my backup pair of glasses. The problem with these is they're, like, really broken. Like, really broken. Now, my other pair of glasses is also broken. I sat on them. I have two pairs of glasses. They're both broken. But these ones are borderline not usable. But I have them. I have them on now. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hey, quick heads up. I think this stream will go smoothly. However, it is storming by me like crazy. Hey, Raven, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. It is storming by me like crazy. And so fingers crossed, we don't have another power outage incident, but where I live, that is always on the table when it storms or when it's hot. And right now it is both of those things. So we'll see. We'll see. So I've got my broken glasses. I've got a nice storm outside. I think my AC broke for a couple days, guys. My AC broke, and it's like 90 degrees here right now. I was baking, but it's fixed now. It's fixed. Whew. Thank God. Because like fans do something, but at some point you're just blowing hot air onto yourself, and it's like, damn, man. It's like, shoot. Anyway, in the last stream, my microphone was peaking. I had that bug again, so hopefully I fixed that. As always, though, if the audio is a little bit weird, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go ahead and get into it. Didn't miss the Valorant stream? You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. It was more there's more tech issues. It's fine. My microphone bugged out again, so it sounded like I was screaming at you from inside of a tin can. It's fine. It's okay. I thought about taking the VOD down. It sounds really bad. Well, we'll see. Okay, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Where we left off, if you remember, last week we left off with the chief of police showing up to the trial and taking the stand. And pretty much saying, hey, Miles, you suck at your job. And poor Miles Edgeworth, I think it was like the mailman brought the case findings over, and Miles didn't want him. He turned him away, and they ended up being really important. So Edgeworth was like, "Hey, can I just have like one extra day, please?" And the judge was like, "Sure, I guess." And the police chief said, "Hey, don't mess up this time." And so now we are doing our own investigation. I don't know how long this case is. I wonder if we'll be able to finish it today. I guess we'll find out. For what I saw in the VOD, the first half sounded like more ear... Oh, great. Yeah, that's what I figured. I might delete it. We'll see. Maybe when I get more, like, when I do another Valorant stream, I'll delete it. That way, people can see that I stream Valorant. But once I get another Valorant stream, which I think I'm planning to do Wednesday, then we'll get rid of that one so that no one... we'll erase all proof ever. Where's my amazing flamboyant police chief, man? I hope he takes the stand again. I really liked him. I think his name was Gant. I really liked Gant. Anyway, it's February 23rd in the game. And I think this is day 2 of the investigation, so here we go. Mr. Wright, what's going on with the case anyway? That's a great question. I'm a little confused. Aren't we both? Huh? Well, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce... Thank God they're giving us a recap. There's been a lot of information to take in. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to, at least. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help. She'll have her chance to shine, I'm sure. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together. I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Mine might as well be. Science awaits us. My glasses might as well be for show. Haven't sinned for any fictional people in a while, but Gant has changed that. We love Gant. We love Gant. I'm gonna make a Gant emote. Am I allowed? Is that like... February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Yeah, seems like it's gonna play a pretty important part. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. It also just doesn't seem possible. Right? Because they were killed at the same time. If you remember, the person that was... There's like 2 murders going on. There's the one we're working on and the one that the police department is working on. And both cases are stabbings, and both happened at the exact same time. Coincidence? Maybe. Probably not. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. That's right, and it washed away a lot of the evidence, right? My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's nice. That's not it at all. It's just... Is she reading my mind? We're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there is blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Oh, little forensics action going on? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that thing is luminal testing fluid. Alright. Alright, sweet. Hope it's not another thing with a cool person like Smoking Lady turned out to be the bad guy. No! There's no way Gant's a bad guy. He wouldn't do that. I know him. I know him personally. I don't think he'd do that. I want my man Gant free and... whoa, whoa, whoa! I want him free and all. Luminal? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet, so you can't use the spray bottle? Well, really, you shouldn't. You probably... It should be me, shouldn't it? I am the attorney here. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Oh, I get to wear the glasses? I'm in. I'm in. Oh, whoa. They're actually not just for show. She wasn't kidding. The glasses actually aren't just for show. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay. Let's find us some blood stains. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we can just spray it here. Oh. Oh. Okay. I hope I can't run out. Well, I found some. Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't find all of it. My bad. You need them. I mean, I guess so. This is pretty cool. I hope I get to keep these glasses. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. Of course, of course. What's odd about this scientifically? The blood stain's location or the amount of blood? I don't think the blood stain's location's all that bad because they would have been stabbed and then put up against the car. Probably the amount of blood. There doesn't look like there's a lot there. Perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. Yeah, there was a lot of blood on the shoe. She's right. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay? Alright, bet. I'm in. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? I will say, the glasses are pretty sweet. And this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Okay, then we won't go using it willy-nilly. We'll be sparing. Luminal testing fluid received from the one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Solution used for scientific investigation finds blood traces. Spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Interesting. Oh, no. Certainly she can't be allowed back here right now, right? After that day in trial? Come on. Come on. Hey, what's up, Stay? How's it going? Welcome in. Stay, I hope my microphone's a little bit better than the last time. Hope it's a little bit better. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. I don't think you should ingest this, if I'm being honest, Angel. You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. I don't want it. Sorry, it's just that kind of that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Yeah, day-old isn't ideal, is it? Well, what do you have to say? Let's talk about the trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. You're telling me. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. Wait, oh. I mean, I wasn't going to say it. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. You're not just wrong. That's a crime. You can't just lie in court. I don't think that's allowed. The mic is a lot better. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm happy to hear that. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Yeah, tell her, Emma. Tell her. Stay, are you familiar with the Ace Attorney games? Have you ever played any of them? Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Isn't she not a detective anymore? So I don't know if that really matters, to be honest. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Okay. Maybe we have to do a little more looking at the photograph. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened a criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. What is her name? Ms. Cough It Up Star or something? It sounds interesting. Yeah, it's fun. You play as a defense attorney, and you have to obviously defend all of your clients. And the stories get pretty crazy. This one we're working on is pretty crazy. Our client is accused of stabbing someone, and then there's another murder that went on, and it's going on at the same time of someone who is stabbed at the exact same time. So we don't know if there's any correlation between the cases, and we're essentially trying to prove our client innocent and find the right person who committed the crime. I think this lady has something to do with it. Shh. Hey, Caleb, welcome back. Welcome back. What kind of food did you get? I saw you were in here before we went live and getting food. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I mean, that's your name. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me... Oh, that's what it was, the Cough Up Queen. That is a terrible nickname. Terrible nickname. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. Dude, I love Emma. I love Emma. And you were let go or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. This woman just got done lying up a storm on the stand in the last stream, by the way. Subway. Nice. What's your go-to Subway? You might make fun of me. My go-to Subway is... I don't know if I should say this. I'm probably gonna get made fun of, dude. I just get a turkey and cheese sandwich. I only get turkey and cheese, and I throw that on a nice 12-inch white bread, and I call it a day. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. Basically, it's trying to figure out a case. Exactly. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? She doesn't mean Wait, she's talking about... I think SL9 is the case that went on right with this one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Should we... Let's see. Where else would there be blood? There might be blood. How do I use... I don't know if there's a way for me to use this. No, but I can examine it, but that doesn't do anything. Okay, so we won't worry about that for now. And who is guilty? Yes, yes. Sometimes we know, and sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we have to figure it out, but sometimes they tell you, depending on the story. Turkey and cheese with Italian herbs? Okay, that's fire. That sounds pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, as much as I would love to do a little bit more digging around, I don't know. I just don't know if there's really going to be much else, and I don't think Angel's going to let us do anything. So let's move around a bit. Let's see. Yes! Okay, we haven't talked to our client in a while. February 23rd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like Miss Sky isn't questioning. Oh, well, maybe we're not going to get to talk to her now anyway. Oh, by the way, our friend Emma here is our client's sister. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? That would be insane. Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Oh, that's right. We do have a suspect in the other crime. Let's come back later. Okay, we won't get to talk to our client just yet. Maybe our boy Gumshoe's in. Gumshoe is a police officer? Private investigator? I think private investigator. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yeah, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. That's right. The guy that was killed in the corresponding trial had the same employee ID as our victim. So it was essentially like, quote unquote, the same guy getting killed in both cases. Ham, turkey, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and I forgot what bread. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't do lettuce. I don't. It's a texture thing. I don't like lettuce. Everything else sounds fine. I just can't do lettuce. Makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yeah, you sound dead set on investigating. Attorney humor. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Wait, so can we go to the... Yes! Oh, wait, no. Wait, can we go to the actual department? No, I guess not. I guess this is as far as we can go. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here, after all. It makes sense. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Wait, you've seen a real crime scene, Emma. That's okay. Here we go. Guard station. This is where their crime took place. So now we have to investigate their crime as well as our crime. They got your order wrong? No. I'm sorry. How wrong? Is it salvageable? Or is this like a dang, I gotta go back type thing? February 23rd, evidence room, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, this scene of the crime. Sure seems that way. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. It's hard to think straight. You're getting intimidated by a plant. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Well, it seems like things in this game really aren't very heavily guarded. You know, when we were threatened and I think it was tased in the police evidence file room in the last trial. So, you know, at this point, I just stopped questioning where any of the guards are at, to be honest. I have a feeling I know who he is already. Oh, I hope it's not the cowboy. All right, let's give a quick little investigation here. These sure are prickly. They must be a real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister. How so? Please do tell. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction, just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Alrighty then. Let's see. Is this alcohol? Was the guard drinking on the job? Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. Oh! Said we were going to be able to see... Ooh, that would be helpful. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording, which means it's on now. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. That would be very helpful. Oh, it's definitely the cowboy. It's definitely the cowboy who's in charge of this. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, really. A leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? A punchy? Paunchy? A poochie? I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe that wasn't it. It's a... Oh, a poncho. But I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Alright, let's see. Got all that, got all that. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But it's nailed shut. Can't get in that way. Huh. I don't know if there's really anything in here that's going to help us all too much, is there? Oh, maybe this. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. I know. Maybe someone was here trying to catch a wild bull. Well, I wouldn't put that on the top of my possibilities. I'm not going to rule it out, but it seems like that's maybe a little far-fetched, Emma. Sure have an active imagination. Yeah, I think this is pretty much all we can get. Check the door and then we'll go on in, yeah? Evidence room is beyond that door. Just walk in. It won't open. Okay, I guess we're not going in. You thought it'd be open? I think we'd probably need someone's permission to go in there first. Ah, that's a problem. Whose permission are we going to get? Gumshoe? Would that be enough? Okay, they're definitely drinking on the job. This could be a problem. Let's see. If that's the case, maybe Gumshoe's going to be waiting out here. Let's go back into here. Nothing. Huh. Well, then where else haven't we gone? Been to our office. Go back here. Huh. Maybe we're missing something. High Prosecutor's Office. Here we go. Edgeworth's probably in here, yeah? Zoned out for like 20 minutes? What's going on? Just investigating. Just investigating. Trying to get into the evidence room where the other crime took place. That took place at the police department. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. Well, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. It seemed like he didn't really have his things together for the trial, so hopefully he's putting in a little more effort this time around. Guess we'll have to come back. All right, so this isn't necessarily where we want to go either. All right, let's go back then into the guard station. And if they're not going to let us in, we're either missing something here or we're missing something somewhere else. And it looks like we've pretty much got everything here. It doesn't look like we're missing anything. So it's got to be somewhere else, right? And we need someone's permission. It's got to be the cowboy. John Marshall, I think was his name. Let's see, let's see. Where can we find him is the problem. I don't think he's going to be at our office, no. But he might be here. Oh, you know what? We might have to show someone something. Let's see. This right here is where the blood stain was. And unless there's a way for us to examine more, which I don't know if there is, we're kind of stuck for the time being. Let's see. What if I present this to you? Could you take a look at this? You said you wanted some hot... No, I didn't say that at all. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. Don't drink that, Emma! We pre-infused the leaves with steam before brewing. Hey, Hollow! How's it going? Didn't realize the Ace Attorney stream was today. Surprise! Surprise, it is today. It's going well. How are you? How was your weekend? So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. Alright, so let's see. We've got to figure out how to spray this thing. Wait a second. Wait. Was this door always open? This is where the cars leave the lot. The air on the ground makes it... Oh, no, we already looked at this. Let's see. We've got to figure out how to spray. Maybe an examine. Tab. Here we go. Now we're on it. All right, let's check over here. Yeah, Hollow, we just got the thing that lets us spray for blood stains. I like this. This is really cool. Luminol, yes, and the cool glasses. Emma gave us a pair of her glasses to wear for it. I gotta rewatch the VOD again. No worries, no worries. You didn't miss that much. I did my cleaning. I'm proud of you, Caleb. I need to do my cleaning. I said I was gonna clean for 20 minutes today, and I didn't do it. So that's on me. But good job on your end. Yeah, the luminol's cool. I hope it doesn't run out. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna spray all around here. I don't think there's maybe anything else here then. It's gotta be... Wait a second. I have an idea. Let's do this. Let's slide over one more time. Examine. And then let's use this. See if we can get anything, but I think I might know what to do with this. I think I might know what to do with this. I think I have to take it to the guard room at the police station. I think so. Spray to your heart's content, infinite bottle. Okay, good. Okay, good. That makes me feel a little bit better. I'm just gonna let that thing like go crazy. What happened so far? Nothing, but I think I made a discovery. I think I have to use this spray at the guard station. I think. We're about to find out if that's even possible. It is! Okay. So we can use this anywhere. That's really helpful, actually. I don't know if I'm using it right. Let's see. Doesn't... Okay, maybe it's not anywhere near here either. Huh. Maybe on the door? On the key card? Nowhere? Imagine spraying the blue badger and it's covered in blood. Should we try? He looks beat up, doesn't he? He's got handprints on him. Let's try. Let's see what we got here. Dude, I wish I could set a hotkey for this. No blood. No blood. Can you use it on evidence you already have? Can you? I don't know. No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Man, that'd be nice, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But when we find something, it does update this floor plan. So the blue spot here is where the bloodstain is. Maybe we're... All right, we've got to be missing something then. Maybe it's not in the other room, but maybe it's back here still, and I just missed it. Blue Badger must be innocent, or is it? I don't know. Wouldn't that be a plot twist? Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna go crazy with this thing again. Where, if I was a blood stain, where would I be? Oh wait! Certainly by the barrels, right? No? Well, there wasn't a ton of blood. Here's what I'm gonna do. One hand on the enter key, other hand on the arrows, and we're just gonna go crazy with it. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything. That does not look like a badger. Oh! Oh! I'm not missing something! Oh, I'm crazy! Way to go, Press. Have we checked Edgy's place? We went there? I didn't check anything, though. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer, sorry. When the culprit... But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Just whose side are you on? Listen, it's just not looking good for your sister. That's all I'm saying. This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand did have blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. That's not ideal. Well, okay. That's pretty big. Let's see. I think that's just about everything in here that may have blood on it. Anything up here? No. Anything here? No. We'll probably do Edgeworth's place next, since it was his knife used on the crime. But let's slide over one more time. If she was on the other side of this fence, there might be something. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't. All right, we might. Certainly, we've got it all here now, right? It's almost surely. I don't think we left a single spot untouched. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Only other place, just to make sure. This looks suspicious. Nothing. Huh. Okay. Then I think we're done. Unless I could talk to her. No. Let's try Edgy's place. Examine. Let's spray this thing around. Okay. Everywhere. Sorry, Edgeworth. I hope you don't mind me just spraying your entire office. You're safe, Edgeworth. You're in the clear, buddy. Good job. Way to stay out of trouble this time. Alrighty. Then the other thing I can think of is probably just going back to the guard room again, right? No more room for notes that elude us and stump us for 15 minutes. True. I really don't want to get stumped for as long as I was in the last stream. It's going to be drenched. Just no one tell him that we were in here, and, you know, he'll never know. He'll never know. All right, then let's try the police department entrance. And then let's try the guard station. And we'll spray everything here. No one tell the police that I'm doing this, please. Certainly we're not going to miss anything now, right? Thank God this is an endless supply. It doesn't look like there's anything. Okay. Then what we're probably going to end up doing, let's go. Alright, let's move to the police department entrance. Probably not worth doing here. I doubt there'd be anything here. Detention center? No. Everything is soaked now? Yeah, but we leave no trace. We're quick and we're quiet. We're sneaky. I hope luminol smells good. Yeah, I don't really know what it is. I kind of hope so too. Huh. Where else to go? Where else to go? Who else to talk to? We've been to all these places by now. And I don't see anything that's changed. And there's nothing around here anymore. Unless there is more stuff to get and I'm just missing it. But like, here's the floor plan, right? And we now have here. And we have here. Maybe we are missing one more. Spray the people? I don't... Can I? That'd be cool. I don't think I can. Dang it. Almost. I thought for a second it was going to let me. Dang. Let's see. No, it's not looking good. Maybe on the grate, on the vent here? No. Oh, it's nice that it lets us slide right here, though. Yeah, I really don't think I'm missing anything else. Dang, this is hard. I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know what else to do. Alright, we're gonna give it another 3 minutes, and then I might have to Google it. Have you showed Angel everything? I don't remember. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know if there's too much new stuff to show her. I could show her my attorney badge for the 3rd time. Let's see, let's see. What would you like to see, Angel? Would you like to see this? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Goated. Thank you, Allo. Wait. Wait, she's not... Tell me more. Tell me more about the incident. Has anyone watched the new Demon Slayer movie? I have not. I saw that it came out, though. It's just in Japanese theaters right now, though, right? I did read the whole manga. Let's see. Oh, I'll show her this. Could you take a look at this? Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea. Oh, we already did this. No. Okay, so we're almost there, I think. Wait. You can slide. Can we slide over here? I don't think we can. Is this? Yep, this is just the same loop, so nothing doing there. Oh wait, can we examine this a little bit further now or no? No. We already know all about that. I haven't watched it, but heard it's good. Ooh, okay. Hey, I imagine it's amazing. The arc is really good. Okay, so here's where I'm a little stumped. Is that there seems to be another dialogue option here, and I just can't get it to show me what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm like presenting, and let's say I want to present this. And then we're like, can you tell us a little bit more about it? And she's like, no. And it's, well, what do you want me to do then? As I suspected, it's not over. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? And then she... Is that a no? I'm guessing she won't tell us any more about the SL9 incident. Unlucky, I guess. We'll show her this. Okay, this is the same dialogue. Do you think you can tell us about it? And she says, absolutely not. She said, find out yourself. Okay, sure. I guess I'll keep going. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, yeah, Edgeworth might have been a suspect if that was the case. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon today? I don't know. Why didn't she? Alright. Man, this is stumping me. Does anyone know when the Demon Slayer movie's coming to the US? Because I really want to go see it. I love seeing anime movies in theaters. I think it is like a totally different experience. It is so cool. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. Here we go. That's when I took this photo. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. Those 5 minutes weren't the problem, Ms. Starr. Your lying was the problem. Get her, Emma. Get her. Your stream snack? Leftover pizza? Jealous. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. that time. Why do they keep teasing so many things? Just tell me. Why do they keep... Can I talk to her yet? Yes! Thank God! Holy moly. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Backstory! John Marshall. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. Huh? But the criminal was executed on the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? Was Von Karma the prosecutor? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well, probably Marshall. Could it be? Exactly. Jake Marshall, that's his name. I meant Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. What? Crazy. Gachiakuta? It's pretty good so far. I don't know what is it? Gachiakuta. I don't think I've even heard of it. Yeah, high stakes. You're not kidding. And to execute someone on fabricated evidence? Yikes. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Then you should take this. A Salisbury... Okay, that one, listen. I know I've said don't eat her lunches. That one's looking pretty good. That one's not looking bad, if I say so myself. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Ms. Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Ms. Starr, Officer Marshall, is he your... Are you his... Are you going out? They're in love? I thought he was in love with Emma's sister. Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. Phew! We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. Maybe this girl isn't in on it. Officer Jake Marshall, huh? Alright, maybe Angel Star isn't actually in on it. I don't know. I still have my doubts, but she's looking a little bit more innocent after this conversation, right? I think so. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Wasn't that... Oh, Gumshoe! Gumshoe! Long time no see, buddy. It's been like 2 streams since I saw you last. 1 steak lunch, please. No, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Sorry, Gumshoe. It's really important that we get this to the marshal. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? I did hear about it. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Interesting. I'd like to talk to this guy if I can. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Interesting. Don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Ooh, okay. So should we go to the detention center or should we go to the guard room? I kind of want to know what's going on. I want to go to the detention center, I think. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Yeah, listen, no more fooling around. We're going to the detention center. Here we go, let's go. It's been a while since we got some good information. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Well, kind of, we think so. But they also think that don't they also think that your sister stabbed Detective Goodman? So they have two people who, quote-unquote, stabbed him. I don't know what's going on anymore. I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will get confusing. Ooh, sorry about that. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. No! No! It can't be! Say it isn't so! Say it isn't so! No! It can't be him! He's innocent, Your Honor. He's innocent. I'm gonna get you out of there too, buddy. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get my client and you out of there. I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. No! Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. But, is Mr. Edgeworth on the premises? I can't believe it. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? Man couldn't hold a knife if it depended on his life. I know, he's so nice. I hope that means we get to talk to him in court. I would like to see him take the stand. If for no other reason, then I think it would be kind of funny. No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Officer Meekins, you didn't... Oh! Whoa, Officer Meekins. Why did the... Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? This is crazy. I did not expect this. Alright, well talk to me, man. How the heck did you end up in here? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. Yeah, why do you have that if you're locked up? I feel like that's something that they probably would take away from you, yeah? He's gonna make that sound a lot? Great. Awesome. I can hear you fine, Meekins. I had some business that day, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty. So normally, there's a guard station, or there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. Tell me more. A suspicious Oh. You okay? You okay, buddy? You need a minute? We'll give you a second. We'll give you a second. It's his emotional support speaker. Whatever makes him comfortable, I'm on his side. He's innocent. The heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. He's really getting all the colors. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up. A bandage on his hand, just like Ms. Sky. What is going on? Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Yeah, tell us. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? Emma, relax. Oh, I hope he doesn't bring that into court. There was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. To tell the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. Whoa. Detective pointed a knife at you. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And then I looked down, and I was gushing blood from my hand. Oh, the shock, the sorrow. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That tracks, right? Because we found the body in the underground parking lot. There's just no way that the crimes happened at the same time. They had to have carried him to the parking lot. Which, to be fair, I've been saying the times are suspicious this whole time. That's some story. Alright, then tell me about the victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Yeah, lay it on him thick. Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes. If you have to label me a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. Okay, well, there goes our motive. So you didn't know him. I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Dang. I wonder if there's anything that we could say to him, anything we could give him. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Here, this knife is for you, Officer Meekins. I was an apple in the dream, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. Yeah, we're good here. Alright, well, I don't know if there's really much else to talk to him about. We got what we need. So why don't we go back to the guard station now? And I think that that's where Gumshoe went too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Maybe not. I thought Gumshoe came here. I don't think they'll let us in. No, they're still not going to let us in. Okay, then. Anything new to investigate? Doesn't look like it. Alright, maybe we do have to go back to the, No, not the guard station. I'm sorry. Back to talk to Meekins more. Maybe there's something we forgot to show him. Let's see. Nothing else to talk to him about, so let's start showing him evidence. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it! Whoa! My head was blank until this very moment. But now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! Wow, that's all it took, huh? Just seeing his ID? Alright, then cool. This ID card? Exactly, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little bit deeper, yeah, I'd say. Let's go a little bit more deeper. Meekins looks like he couldn't do anything to anybody even if he tried. That's what I'm saying. He's innocent. He's innocent. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. Goodman did? Sir, I assure you, I was right as flustered. I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto to others before they unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, everything went white. So it sounds like, unfortunately, it sounds like you lost that fight. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Well, let's look at what we know. Now, Officer... Oh, you know when the music changes, you've got to lock in a little bit more than before. Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. I guess he could have just said, yeah, I'm Officer Goodman. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Is it now? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Okay, this is interesting. We've got Meekins admitting to the crime. We've got our own client admitting to the crime. And I don't think either of them actually did it. So what is going on? I'm glad Emma brought that up because my brain isn't in a position to think. I would have totally glossed over that. Yeah, Emma's proven to be pretty, like, useful. I feel like she gives us stuff to find bloodstains. She brings up a lot of good points. She's a good member of the team. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm really sorry. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Would you like to see it? Guess we better go check out the crime scene. Huh. Well, Meekins, that is tough, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Thanks for your help. But if you're on video, it's not looking good. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. Police Chief Gant! Gant! Give me a G! G! Give me an A! A! Give me an N! N! Give me a T! T! What's that spell? Gant! And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. Oh my, he's going on a rant. Okay. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. All righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? I love Phoenix matching his energy. Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Emma, you just have to go with it. We have to get on his good side. Gant, my man. Oh, I like his music. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? You know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Poor guy. Sounds like an inquisition. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? Yeah, and it probably looks even worse when your undefeated prosecutor goes to jail. Yeah, that's my bad. And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? I did. Yeah. Von Karma. He looks terrifying here. He really looks like a vampire, doesn't he? He looks like Dracula. I don't know if that's what they were going for. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. I'm glad his name was only 4 letters long. Is that so you didn't have to hear me spell it? I can spell Chief Gant. Give me a C! C! I'm not going to do it. He was found innocent, though. Edgy's innocent. You're right. He was framed. He was framed. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. I didn't do anything wrong, but he did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Yeah, they've had a rough couple months. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. It really has been a rough couple months for the prosecutors, hasn't it? Edgeworth went on trial. Von Karma got thrown in jail. Edgeworth was on trial really for 2 different crimes. And now their other chief is on trial. Yeah, this is tough for them. This is not looking good, is it? Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Why? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. Case over. I caused the crime. Stay. I can't have any more of my clients admitting to the crime. It happens every case. I can defend you. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. I swear all of my clients are like, actually, I did it. And I'm like, well, you relax. You're making it really hard for me to do my job. My client in this case is like, don't bother defending me. I did it. And I'm like, don't tell me that. This in particular, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Yeah, real nice like, right? Anything worth presenting to you that you may not have seen yet? Oh, we did run some blood samples. Would you like to see this? I'm through with that stuff I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. Guy who can't sit still? Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Alright, so I guess this guy wants nothing to do with me. Well then, let's see if we can find Gumshoe. Who's probably here. Cut. Cut. That one doesn't make it into the edit. I gotta stop calling my shots. It never works. It never works. Alright, let's see. We gotta find Gumshoe, huh? Gumshoe. Where would he be? We're gonna check every little possibility. And then we're gonna go back and talk to, what's-his-face a little bit more. I think that's all of them except our office, which isn't it. So, we'll go back and talk to this guy a little bit more, our buddy Gant. Why would he be in Jake's office? I don't know. I thought that I read that he was going there. I thought I saw something that said he was going there. I guess I was wrong. Alright, then let's see. Tell me about... I need some more info. No, he really doesn't want to talk. No, he's not gonna give me anything, is he? Unlucky. Let's see. And he doesn't want to see that. I'll show... this seems to be working for people. No. Okay. Guess we'll have to do... Alright, we're gonna have to go find somebody. we're gonna have to go find somebody. Let's see. What about the detention center? Is it possible that he's there? Do 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 do. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to really present this guy. He doesn't want to talk to us at all. And he's saying go find Edgeworth, but like where? Or go find Gumshoe, but like where? Take a look at this. No? Not taking a look at anything, huh? Alright. What about this? Okay. Alright, so this isn't it. Either him or the dancing blue badger. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe that's a clue. Let's go examine the blue badger one more time. Oh! We triggered a cutscene, it looks like. Maybe? Perhaps? Profiles can be presented? You learn something new every day. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's gonna do something naughty. Okay, I thought we were actually gonna get somewhere. I guess not. Interesting. Maybe we do have to present a profile. I kind of forgot that you could do that. Alright, let's try that. Whoa. Let's try... How do I present the profile? I don't know if I can. I think in court you can. Can you present it here? Can you tell me about the knife at least? No. You missed so much flavor text if you didn't know their profiles can be presented. Oh, I feel like I might have known, but I definitely forgot. Can I? How do I? The problem is I don't know how to get there. So if I go to like present something, maybe it's different for this case. It might be because I don't have the option. I don't have the option to present it. Yeah, it's weird. She was on my op list and I had to get out of the way. Stop! No, I can't defend you if you're incriminating yourself. I know they can in the third game. Okay, okay. Man, for now, I don't know what to do. We gotta find Marshall, or we gotta find Gumshoe. I don't think there's anything else to present this guy. My bad. You're good, man. I could use all the help that I could get anyway. I'm not stressing it. Still nothing here. Anything new to talk to you about? Nothing still. Edgeworth's place? No. Let's see. Maybe it is supposed to be in here, right? Maybe I'm missing something. Can I examine the surveillance footage? Because didn't he say that there was surveillance footage of him doing the crime? Can I see that, please? I'd love to see that. Oh, wait! I know. I know what we have to do. I think. I'm calling my shot. I'm calling my shot. After you complete this game, you got any plans for a new game to play? Well, I will play all of the Ace Attorneys. I love Ace Attorney. So, I'll probably take a little bit of a break maybe and then play the second Ace Attorney, or maybe I'll just go right into it. And I want to start like a horror game of some sort. I think a horror game would be really fun. But I am open to suggestions if there's any games that you guys want me to play, because I'm pretty down to play anything, really. What if I give him this? Okay, he doesn't want the steak either. The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Gumshoe? Okay, what am I missing here? He doesn't want the steak? Let's see. I'm gonna talk to him one more time about this. That's what with the... What evidence is that? I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular is a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Can't stand secrets. It's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay, so we've got I feel like that's a way of saying, hey, we need you to present some sort of evidence to this guy. That's not the right one either. Are you able to play the horror games that I told you about? I haven't looked into whether or not I can play them. I'm assuming I can. I think my PC is decent enough. But I haven't looked into like how much they cost or anything like that yet. Or able to get them. No, I have not been able to get them yet. I'm in a weird spot. Oh, actually, I can't talk on that. Sorry, wait. That's a secret. I can't say that yet. I can't say that yet. I'm in a weird spot where I don't know how many new games I want to start. But it's a secret. You'll know soon enough. Keeping that one close to my chest. Okay. We've got to find a way to discreetly ask this guy. Do you want to see my attorney badge? He doesn't. He doesn't want to see it. Uh-oh. We have to find a way to discreetly ask him for more info. We've presented all of these things, though. Like, I'm pretty sure we've presented, quite literally, all of it. Slay the Princess for a text-based adventure. It has horror elements, but probably not the kind you're looking for. It's entertaining and cool, though. How long of a playthrough is it? That sounds interesting. Okay, I don't think this guy's going to give me anything. Or I'm getting really unlucky with what I'm presenting him. No, he wants nothing to do with me. He wants absolutely nothing to do with me. No spoilers? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really like going into things without spoilers if I can help it. Every once in a while I'll get something spoiled, but for the most part, I like to avoid them. Okay. We're going to give it, every time I give myself a cutoff, I find the answer. So 3 more minutes and then I might have to turn to Google, yeah? Crime scene cleaner? I've thought about it. I don't know how good I would be at streaming those games, though. I feel like you have to, like, really be good at yapping. And I like to yap, but I don't know if I'm that good at yapping. But I have seen people play it, and it looks fun. Let's see. I have this lunge here. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Edgeworth. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Listen, man, I don't know. Oh, whoa, sorry, Meekins, I'm sorry. Okay, note to self, don't ever show Meekins a knife again. Holy smokes. Google, I'll get the spoiler-free guide ready. Yeah, Hollow is my Google, really. Hollow is my Google. I think we've only had to use it one time, right? And it was for the car trunk. Oh, man. Let's see. Maybe, can I examine him? No. I just feel like everywhere I go, there's no one that I need to meet. Underground parking lot. And then let's try Edgeworth's office again. Maybe I'm missing something here. Oh, no, I don't need anything more. The desk. Why did I just picture Gumshoe? No, we've already done all this. Is there anything new here that wasn't here before? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Hollow is my savior. I know. Really, though. You do need to examine in a place you haven't thought about. That's a good hint. Give me a couple minutes on that one. That's a good hint. Let's see. Examine in a place I haven't thought about. You don't know? Oh. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. Huh, not that. Do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? I don't know. I think they're designed after a panda. Oh, you don't know either. You also have no idea. I'm going to go get water. Good luck. Thank you. I'll try my best. Examine in a place that I haven't thought of. Let's see. Maybe it's here. What you do? See over there? That's Goodman's desk. Oh, maybe this is it. I didn't realize this guy was the chief of police. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. Aha! Got it. Thank you, Hollow. Appreciate you as always. You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not even important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. That's the day of the murder. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. Huh. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Ah, there we go. Whew. Look at that. That was only like half Google, right? That counts for something. That counts for something. The police department crime scene. I'm trying to get back to investigating the police department crime scene, but it's not looking good. So still nothing doing here. Nothing doing here. Let's see. Maybe now there's something here. Nothing! Dang it, we were so close. Okay, I'm not out of the woods yet. Please hold. What does the crown next to your name mean? Okay, so I don't know. I think it's like how often someone chats. So like Raven is, I think, is my #1 chatter. Hollow is my #2 chatter. I think is what it is. I don't know. I didn't set it. I don't really like need it on there either. But like, I don't know how to turn it off. So until I learn how to turn it off, I think that's what it means. I don't know for sure. Bum, bum. And I think it goes like 1, 2, 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, who can we present this to? We can present... Do you have anything to say about this, buddy? Okay, you have nothing to say about that. So maybe, just maybe, she'll have something to say about it. Can you take a look at this? Oh, nope, she also doesn't want anything to do with it. It means I'm a pretty prince. Sure, yeah. I guess like a VIP type thing? I don't know. I don't need it on there. I just don't know how to turn it off. I'm sure there's a way. I saw a lot of streamers turn it off. And I kind of like... I feel like I should turn it off. Because, like, one, I don't really know what it means. And, like, I don't know. Just kind of, it just feels weird. I'd like it to be like a sub badge when I have memberships. You know what I mean? I think that would make more sense. Okay. Let's examine this rather than present it. Oops, no. This. Here we go. Okay. Lost item report. Bruce Goodman, ID. Why is this crossed off? Suspicious, right? Suspicious. That'd be more nice? Yeah, that's what I think too. Because like I always say, I'm like, okay, I love when people chat, right? I love chatting with everybody, but also you got to appreciate the lurkers too, right? And that way, if like, you know, if you have memberships open, the lurkers also, you know, if they're a lurker but they're a member, they still get a badge next to their name. And I think that that's cool. You know, I really thought that I would be able to... Oh, here we go. We need to get permission to enter. Holy moly, press. I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Why does he do this? He just stares into my soul, man. He just sits there and stares at me for a second. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate at all. No, well, I do, if you would be so kind as to let me. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem. Sir. Please, I've never been paid. Can I please have $50? Oh, that would be so big. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Do. Haha. Looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, because we get to go investigate the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Here we go. Now, finally. Finally, we can go to the right spot. We just have to navigate there through a million tabs. Okay. Let me in. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open still? Aha! The card reader's turned off, see? What's the security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's skies so gray? Gant is so suspicious. He is. I really don't want him to be guilty because I really like him, but he is a little suspicious. He's just a little suspicious. Jake Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw! Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy, then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us. Well, buddy, here's the thing. I've got something for you. If you talk to me, you can have this nice steak lunch. That smell reminds me of Texas. Everything reminds this man of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? Emma, where have you been? Oh. Wait, he's not from Texas? All he talks about is Texas. What do you mean he's not from Texas? I just saw a special on television the other day. Yeah, it's from Ms. Starr. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. Oh, things are getting serious. I asked for the steak first. Caleb, unless you can give me some good information on this case, I've got to give the steak over. If I come in contact with another one, you can have it. But Marshall needs this one because I am just scavenging for clues. I don't know where to go. So I have to give him this one. A Texas Abu. Literally. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like. He's willing to talk. Well then, let's get on with it. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. Aw, poor guy. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you were at your station. Call him out. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? Yeah, I can kind of tell because you've been drinking out of a flask the whole time. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. Well, wait a second. There's no need for people here, but like, didn't someone just die? I would say that there's maybe like some need. Maybe just like a little bit of need, right? These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Yeah, it's like the best part. I love broccoli. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. Oh, did it reach I think it's the 3-year limit mark or whatever? No, it's not 3 years, like 40 years or something, but 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Only vegetable you like is cucumber, really? Oh, I really like broccoli and carrots. And funny enough, I'm actually not a big cucumber guy. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Interesting. 7 years. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Oh, only 2 of them? That does seem to be a problem if your job is to be the security guard. Like I said, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. That's tough. I really hope that didn't happen here. Fruits do you guys like? I'm a big apple guy. Apples, bananas, grapes, strawberries, watermelon. Those are my big ones. Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard. What do you mean you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. In 777, that must be a guest one or something, right? So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now, and I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Well, I need to see the record. The only way I think I could prove if that record is relevant to the stabbing is with this here. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. The fourth number is a perfect match at 514. It was used at 514 right before the stabbing. Which means he couldn't have... I mean, I know that we know this and that crimes couldn't have taken place at the same time, but there's no way if his card logged here that he was also at... Oh, it just doesn't track. It's got to be... One of them has to be a fake card, right? Like he made a copy or something. He got demoted. I suppose it's to make a point that he wasn't hired for security. He was a detective, but it is interesting that they decided to keep him. Yeah, especially when he's just drinking on the job. It's not a good look, is it? What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card, and what did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. So I think the guy that was in the evidence room, I think this was not Goodman. And I think the guy at our crime scene was Goodman. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room on February 21st. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to go investigate the guard room. But this is interesting. We know that this is Bruce. It would be helpful if we can find out these. Also, this 777777 is obviously really suspicious, so I'll keep it in the back of my mind. To the evidence room. Do you like homegrown fruits? I've never homegrown a fruit. Homegrown some vegetables. My family has, but never a fruit. But if you mean like stuff from a farm stand, then yeah, absolutely. But me, myself, I've never done it. Evidence room sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe! I knew he said he was going here. Oh no. What happened? What the? What just happened? Sorry, I thought you were... Did she hit him? Oh no. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Gee, Emma. So was it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow 50? I'd give him 50, no problem. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? Sounds like it, Gumshoe. Why don't you go ask him? So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Let's go, dude. We get to work with Gumshoe again. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for the day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to the court record. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Let's see. Take a look at this first. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so it's just an L-shaped room. It doesn't look like there's one way in and there's one way out. Don't we all love Gumshoe? Don't we all? All right, man. Tell me about it. Boss for the day. That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Poor guy. At least you get to hang out with us now. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. Let's go, Gumshoe. Me and you, we're in this together. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open. Interesting. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. It was pretty clear, right? It seemed like it was Edgeworth's fault. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, the SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us a little bit more about that case. Interesting. I wonder what Edgeworth is certainly involved in a lot of really important cases. I guess he's a top prosecutor, so it makes sense. But it is just a little bit worrying. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. Hey, you sound like me. When I had a badge at work, I had to get a new one like every couple months. I'm really bad about keeping track of things. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Well, that's convenient. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, bzap, you get a shock. I do love Pokemon. I would like to stream some Pokemon. Actually, off stream, I just started a Soul Silver Nuzlocke, just for like when I'm hanging out by myself or chilling with some friends in Discord. Yeah, I would like to give Pokemon another shot. Probably an Emerald Nuzlocke. We tried that once already, as Raven knows, and it didn't go great. But maybe we try it again, yeah? Maybe. We'll see. But I would like to play some Pokemon. I really do like it. There's also that new Pokemon game that just released. Or not just released. It's coming in 2026. And it's focused solely on competitive battling, which I really like. Because I really like competitive Pokemon. You know, I watch the tournaments. I'll play on, like, Pokemon Showdown and stuff. VGC. Love to watch me stream Pokemon? Alright, I'll throw it on there at some point. I'll throw it on there. We cool with Emerald? Emerald's like my all-time favorite. I love Pokemon Emerald. If that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know how to fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Oh wait, no. There's more we gotta talk to you about, right? I guess not. Well then, I guess we'll just examine, right? Look at this big pile of junk in the corner. I'm looking at my own pile of junk right now. Looks like a car door? There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. That's one of those human profiles for range testing. A lot of stuff going on here. Holy moly. Let's see. Obviously, the lockers aren't going to open. Oh, sorry. I looked at your past streams, and the glasses on your model were super funny. Thank you. Are you talking about just in the thumbnails? It's a really poor. What did I use? Adobe Acrobat, I think. Real quick, and Canva. That's Adobe Acrobat and Canva work. Let's see. What else we gotta look at here? Some bulky equipment. Here we go. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. That's my personal pole. I mean, it looks great. It looks like such a great fishing pole. Never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. That's right. That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? How could I forget? That feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. That's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box. Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. Gotta look at their heart. That's right. Tell him, Gumshoe. Tell him. Don't like that the newer Pokemon games are so much easier than the old ones. Yeah, I feel they are easier. I do like the new games. Like, I thought Scarlet and Violet was really fun. And actually, Scarlet and Violet wasn't that bad because you could, if you really wanted a challenge, you could do things out of order. I did a couple of the gyms and stuff out of order. The one thing I don't like about the new games, I think a lot of the new games actually get too much hate. I think a lot of them are actually really good. I just wish you could turn off the experience share. That's the only thing. I wish you could turn off the EXP share. Or, you know, have it like how it used to be, like linked to one Pokemon and one Pokemon only, and they had to hold it. I wish that it wasn't just one big group EXP share. And I don't think you can turn it off. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. What's the saw and paint doing there? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. In the evidence room, Gumshoe? That's your studio? Is this where you go to hang out? Like the new games, but they're somewhat easy? Yeah. I just think turning off the experience share would help with that. Because then you can't just spam one Pokemon and they all get stronger at once, you know? You have to grind a little bit. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case. The Case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces over there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Want to try to put it back together? Can we? Dude, I love stuff like this. I really like the forensic side of this case. Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Emma's got it all. She's got everything ready. There's a bloody handprint behind him? Wait, really? Oh my god! How did I miss that? You're right. How did I miss that? Jesus, it's like jumping out at the screen at me. Now I can't unsee it. That's crazy. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh man, I gotta sit up. This is actually some real shit they're making me do. Okay, I can rotate left and rotate right. Am I supposed to like... What the? Combine. We've got to have something pointing down with an arrow. Oh, there it is. This, right? I think so. Nice. Okay. Now it's like an L. But it'll be like the opposite of that. It would be like it's coming down diagonally right? I think so. Let's see. Not that. Maybe this? That looks like it's the top. That's the top. We'll come back to that. Let's see. That's not long enough. Maybe this? No. This? No, that wasn't even close. I got distracted by my room plate. The gameplay is getting real. Dude, I gotta lock in. I didn't know I was playing a puzzle game. Okay. We've got one. Maybe this one is this one. No. Okay, I don't think it's that. Maybe this? No. And we know that this is the top. Alright, then we've got to find another one with an arrow that points down a little bit, right? See, like, this here is what I'm looking for. So we've got to find something that points down like that, towards the bottom right. No. Okay. points down towards the bottom right. No. Maybe? No. Dang, they're really not making this easy, are they? Who will win? A puzzle in a game from a decade ago or some 20-something anime boy? Right now? Right now, it's the puzzle. Right now. I mean, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. You just... just watch. Oh, come on! Okay. Wait. This. No, but this is also a top, I think. Okay. Fucking brutal. This is brutal. Yes! Okay! Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. That looks like blood, right? Certainly. Okay. Getting there. Now there should be a big divot in the middle of the piece. Sorry, I'm like locked in. Believe in yourself. I'm trying. You know what? I do believe. You're right. I'm gonna find it. It's right here. Oh, wait. No. Damn it. There we go. That's certainly blood. Oh my god, how big is this damn piece, man? Alright, so it extends on both ends here. It's like a little bump there. No. That's easy. Oh, come on. That's what I have to work with? Actually, this is a perfect spot for the one that goes on top, right? For the one that goes for the one that goes on top, right? For the one that... Okay. Yeah. Oh, this. There we go. Holy smokes. 2 more. 3 more. They don't make this easy. Okay. Now it's easy. I think probably... Oh, we'll want to connect the blood stains, right? So this one will go... Where's the curved? Here? No, it's got to be this piece. It has to be. Right? I guess not. We'll just... Enough playing around. We're just going to do it till it sticks. There we go. Holy moly. Well, thank you all for sticking with me. That wasn't the easiest. That wasn't the easiest to do. I can't imagine it was the easiest to watch either. Holy smokes. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are still missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. You're telling me Gumshoe got it faster than me? He's smart. He's a smart guy. He's an investigator. Do the games have a different protagonist or the same one? So there are 6 mainline games. In the first 3 games is one protagonist, and the latter 3 games, like games 4, 5, and 6, are a different protagonist. And then all of the spin-offs, I believe, have different protagonists as well. So the next 2 Ace Attorney games, since this is the first one, will still be Phoenix Wright, but then 4, 5, and 6 are the Apollo Justice games, and then you play as Apollo Justice. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the court record. Jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. All right, well now we can take a look at this handprint. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, and there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Right. What if there are other blood stains left in the room? We should use our testing fluid to find it out. Let's go. Let's go. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, so we definitely... Oh, wow. Talk about a lot of blood. Holy smokes. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Excited for me to play the third game? I know that's forever from now, but it's so good. I'm looking forward to it. If it is what leads into... Because, reminder, I did play... My very first Ace Attorney game ever, the only one I've really played all the way through, was Ace Attorney 4, the first Apollo Justice. So, if the third sets up what happens in the fourth, I'm also very excited to play it. Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. I don't think that's it, Gumshoe. This proves that something really did happen in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Okay, well, I didn't think you were going to say he was an alien, man. All right, let's spray around some more. Maybe there's even more. Nothing doing on any of that. It doesn't look like there's any other blood. Nope. Outside of that pool of blood and the hand, looks like we're in the clear. Anything else to examine? There's a white glove here. Someone left a glove, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. SL9. Rubber glove added to the court record. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. So if you get to the fourth game, are you going to skip it or replay it? I am going to replay it because I don't remember... I remember, like, one main plot point, and that's it. I played it when I was in 6th grade. So we're talking a real long time ago. Like, really long. And so I will absolutely be replaying it because I don't remember anything outside of, like, one major plot point. Which is what I was talking to Hollow about. The original trilogy is very self-contained. Okay, okay. I don't know if there's anything else, really. Oh, this open locker. This one's open, and the red indicator light above the door's lit. That locker's coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. That's true. If we need his fingerprint, it's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. But it doesn't look like there's really anything else here. Wasn't there something we were supposed to show, Gumshoe? Dang, we are like full of stuff. Let's see. Oh, ID card record. I think we were supposed to show this to Gumshoe, right? I think so. One of these two things. We'll start with this. Oh, jeez. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors, so it was... Whoa! What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Gumshoe? I hope not. From what I've heard of Press trying to remember the fourth game, he knows nothing. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of it. Listen, man, I was in 6th grade. Cut me some slack. I remember talking to my friend about it at our lockers. That's about all I remember. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my gosh. What? It's Edgeworth's ID? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? ID card record updated in the court record. That's awesome. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? This guy's got to stop getting involved in all these things. Well, we have got some serious questions to ask Edgeworth. I wonder if he's back in his room. Probably not. But there's only one way to find out. He's not. All that moving around for nothing. Well then, we could go to the detention center. Nothing doing there, so I wonder then if there's a little bit more than meets the eye here. God, this is a lot to navigate through, though. Here we go. I don't think there's anything else left to examine. Nothing else. Nothing else left to examine. We'll move, or no, we'll slide back. I want to show you one more thing. I don't know if you're interested in it, but I'll show you this as well. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Okay, he doesn't know anything about it. So Edgeworth's name was added in here. Can we check this out? So now we have two names, right? We have Miles Edgeworth at 440. And we have Bruce Goodman at 514. We also have another person at 514. And then one at 420 and one at 450. First time seeing this game, what do you think so far? It's really fun. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Today is it's all going to be investigations. I like to do the trial pieces in one go, but I will say if you want to see Ace Attorney truly shine, it shines when you're in court. The way that it's structured is that you have like investigations, you do all your investigating, and then like we take all this evidence that we found and we bring it to court, and then you play the trial. The investigation side is obviously very fun, and that's where you get a lot of the lore and the backstory, but where the game truly shines is when you are in court. It is so much fun. I think it's super cool. I'm glad. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite franchises, so I'm glad that you guys like it. Like I said, when you get into court, though, like the next Ace Attorney stream, that's when things get really good. All right. We've got to go. We are out of evidence, like evidence slots. So I feel like there's not a lot more to do. We're probably almost at court. Talk to you? No. Is there anything to talk to here? Move. Let's check the criminal affairs department. Is he gone? The chief's gone? Dang. Recommend you guys watching some of the first game from the beginning. I would kind of agree with that. I do. I have all of my Ace Attorney VODs are up if you wanted to check them out. There's also summary videos on YouTube. I am working on my own summary video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge for like a long form content. But that won't be ready in time for me to like finish this case, because I'll probably finish this case and then make that whole video really. So I would either look up like a summary on YouTube, or yeah, the VODs are all there for all the cases that we did before this. And I'll say this is the this is the hardest case that I've played. I normally don't struggle this much. I struggle a little bit, but not this much. Alrighty. The only other thing I can think of doing, we're going to go talk to Gumshoe one more time, because I want to make sure I'm not forgetting to present him something. And that switchblade knife, I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone, because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. I'm gonna watch the VODs? Alright, sweet, sweet. Oh, you know what I should do? I'll do this starting with the next Ace Attorney game, is numbering the VODs so that it's easy to see, this is the first in the series, this is the last in the series. Right now, it probably wouldn't be too hard to find, but it probably gets a little bit harder to organize once I get more streams under my belt. So maybe I should start numbering my thumbnails too, starting with the next game. I'll probably do that. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Maybe there are. So he doesn't know anything about this piece of evidence. He knows about this. That's the photo that Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting to show this guy anything. Oh, we already know about this. Yep. I'm excited for the Valorant stream and the next Ace Attorney stream. If the court is as good as you say, listen. I'll, you know what? I won't overhype it. I'll try to let you, be the judge of that. It's my personal favorite part of the games, though. Those were found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Oh, we've already had this dialogue. Okay, I don't think there's anything left here, except maybe we didn't spray this part yet, did we? I don't think we sprayed any of this yet. Oh, score! How about that? Now we're on to something. Okay, there was something we were missing. Okay. Get a little more on here. There we go. I knew there was something. Here we go. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. Wait, yeah, you're right. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Yeah, that's a good idea. Caught him blue-handed. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Oh, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans as well. Interesting. Well, now it really doesn't look like there's anything else. We sprayed everything, but that is pretty significant if you ask me. Here we go. Now that was a bloody violent case, SL9. Violent. So it was a murder? A serial killing. We haven't dealt with one of those yet. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? This is really suspicious. Really suspicious. This evidence knife. Oh, yeah, okay, nothing new here. Interesting. So Goodman took this out to transfer it, and that's when he was killed. Let's see if something else unlocks now. Maybe here? In Edgeworth's place? Mayhaps? No. The detention center then? Mayhaps? Nothing. Do. I want to talk to Edgeworth. I need to talk to Edgeworth and I need to talk to my client. Let's see. Here's what we'll do. We'll move back into the evidence room one more time. And then let's take a closer look now at this floor plan. Here and here. And I think here, right? Maybe we didn't examine that one. Slide on over. Do I have to use my E on this too? I didn't think I did, but maybe I do. Because this isn't showing up. There we go. I just thought that was accounted for already. My bad. Is this someone's right handprint? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine! Does any of your family watch your streams? They do not. Not yet. So actually, no one in my life knows that I VTube. It's a fun little fact for you. I keep it a little secret. There are a few friends that know because somehow I ended up on their For You page on TikTok. But other than those people that know because I popped up on their For You page and they said, this guy sounds a lot like you. No one in my life knows. I keep it to myself. Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You have my word, Gumshoe. I will. I would die for you. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Wait, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, aren't you the police? But you're a detective. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give them my report for the day. This? Might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Oh, by the way, Edgeworth is we're a defense attorney. If you don't know anything about this game, you keep hearing the name Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor attorney. And we are childhood friends, but also in-court rivals. You know, he's a prosecutor. And actually, on this trial, I'm the defense, and he is the prosecutor. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Do you have heterochromia in real life, or is it just your VTuber model? It is just my VTuber model. I do not have it in real life. The reason that my model has it is a nod to my favorite VTuber's design. My favorite VTuber is Hosho Marine from HoloLive JP, and she has a left red eye that matches her color aesthetic, and then a right gold eye. And so when I was making my design, I gave my left eye brown, which matches my VTuber design, and then green on my right eye. But no, I have both the same color eyes in real life. On the topic of eyes, why doesn't your model share your glasses? So there's a very logical answer to this, and it's that I don't know how to put it on him. There is a way to do it. I just haven't figured it out. But there is a way to do it, and trust me, I'm trying. I'm trying. One day my model will have glasses. One day. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Let's see what Edgeworth has to say. You know what? Here's what I'll say. Oh my god, these glasses are so broken. I need to find my other ones. They might as well just have like what do you call handles? One handle on it, because the other handle's like falling off. It looks really cool on your model. Thank you. I can't wait to see. Did you use Vroid Studio? I did use Vroid Studio. Eventually, I do want to do live 2D. I think live 2D is pretty much like the best, and it's what most VTubers use. However, getting a custom art design and then getting rigging done for it is very, very, very expensive. So I kind of set like a broad goal that I'll keep to myself in terms of like success, be it, you know, views, be it subscribers and followers, to where then I'll be like, okay, you know, I'm going to put more money into my model. For now, I'll keep rocking with this guy. And when I do make my model, it will still be centered around this look. I'm not going to change my look, but it will be using a different software. We'll have to get you a snazzy barista outfit. I would like that. I don't know what it'll look like yet, but it'll probably be something a little bit more than a hoodie. It's pretty basic right now, I know. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Mostly because I've been going on 2 hours now, and I'm going to look out my window right now. Looks like it stopped raining. But I am going to end it here, but this was very fun. This was fun. Investigating streams are always chill. I think it's Valorant on Wednesday, unless I change my mind, but I think it'll probably be Valorant on Wednesday. We'll do another Ace Attorney stream next week when we will finish up this investigation and then head on into the courtroom. I can't imagine there's too much left to go in this investigation because all of our evidence slots are full, so it's probably just getting a little more story from Edgeworth and maybe getting to talk to our client a little bit and then moving along, you know? So that's what we can look forward to next week. I don't know the exact dates yet, but we'll figure it out. I think Valorant is Wednesday. Next stream's Wednesday. So if that's something that interests you, I will see you there. And I think it's the same time. I think it's going to be 7 p.m. EST. Very fun, super awesome stream. I'm glad you enjoy it. Ace Attorney is a really good game. And I feel like sometimes from like a viewer perspective, hopping right... I've talked about this actually to Hollow and Raven before. But sometimes I feel like it can be intimidating hopping into a story-based game like this when you don't have all the backstory. So I hope I've been doing a good enough job at like filling you in as we go along and trying to make sure that you guys understand what's going on without having to backtrack and explain everything every time a new viewer comes in. I know it's not perfect. I haven't found a perfect way to do it yet, but I hope I'm doing a good enough job for it. If you ever need design advice, feel free to reach out. Oh, I will. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope Valorant goes well. Thanks. The last stream outside of the tech issues went good. I think we played well. I think it was fun. Well, anyway, I guess I'll leave you guys on that. So whether you are just waking up or stopping by on your lunch break or hanging out after dinner, thanks for chilling with me this evening and having a cup of coffee. And I will see you in the next stream. See ya!